Aloha guys, you're watching JRTV Hawaii in search of a great marriage, new ideas, and world peace. And guess what? This is week 4 of the challenge, the workshop. You gotten this far, you are quite confident, but it gets even more intense here in this last bit, because unless you believe in reincarnation, you're gonna want to reject some of what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind as a point of reference. Reincarnation, if reincarnation is possible. Okay, so I want to get into whatever's going on in the world. What is it that that makes things difficult? For example, is it the government? We talked about responsibility in the previous one, and for me, is it the Illuminati? Is it sheeple's fault? I want to talk about easy ways to make the world better. You've heard of things like veganism and nuclear energy. But the very idea of thinking that you have a longer lifespan, that will allow you to, your goal should be to have a longer lifespan, and to not want others to take care of you financially. We've covered that before. We don't want charity, don't want reparations, just really want to create what you can with what you have from the fruit of your labors. Now, concerning veganism, there's this whole routine about animals. I'm not into animals and pets. I respect people's right to have their own hobbies, but I'm not into it to protect the animals. I'm into it because it's healthy and it allows for no bad karma, and it's just clean. Also, it's clean. There's intestinal parasites and stuff that we need to be aware of and cautious of. And there's one magical cure-all. It's called turpentine, and painters use it to remove paint, but it's a pure pine spirit, and when taken every day, you can look it up online. And besides other popular things like avoiding Wi-Fi, avoiding chlorine and fluoride in water, part of the problem with fluoride in toothpaste, it's poison. It gets into the system, and so avoid fluoride toothpaste. I recommend Jason Sea Fresh paste. It feels like it strengthens the teeth. I recommend picking your teeth every day with a dental pick, picking the gums. Don't depend on dentists to do that, just like you don't want to depend on attorneys to look out for stuff you can do your own research on, doctors that you can do your own research on, psychiatrists that you can do your own self management, self-talk, listen to yourself, journaling, note-taking. The concern I'm expressing here is that this is not about trying to be nice. This is about trying to be responsible and do whatever you can with what you have. And furthermore, being a citizen of the world, a global citizen. that's going to jump you level. Instead of trying to identify so much so with ethnicities and with, shall we say, nationalities, which can create conflict. It can create unhealthy bias that if otherwise wasn't there, people would feel better about each other. Now getting to the more heavy stuff, dealing with life and death. If there is reincarnation, then it's okay to humanely put down certain people, be it due to criminal insanity, mental, physical limitations, insanity. Even one's dream mate. If, like, why would anybody want to? Check this out here. They're doing a lei where you can see the flower there. They're making a lei. If your dream mate, you don't want her to die before you. Specific to hetero marriages. And by the way, hetero and homo, all of that, it's all a limitation. Like, if you're homo, it limits you because it makes it harder to, try to connect as like the brotherhood of man, or if you're lesbian, the sisterhood of man. So just things to be aware of. Comfort. So at the end of life, maybe people could go through a magic mushroom experience, guided, sacred, wherein they would realize, I'm not my body. I can go out of my body. I can boost out of my body. That's the term that I enjoy using. Let's see. So, humanely helping my dream mate to commit suicide of her body, let go, and then she can go into another one, and then I do it for myself. People have this idea of they want luxury and comfort, but really what people want is meaning and purpose and all these other things, which are great, which I encourage. They can interfere with, like, child rearing. Like, I don't even myself want to pursue intimacy right now in my life because I don't want to. I feel like there's too much hardship in the world, and I want to improve the world before enjoying the certain experience. I don't want to be having an intimate dinner with my wife while people suffering around the world. No, unacceptable. No, I'm going to improve the world, and you can see I'm doing it. I'm coming up with new ideas, and good for you for sticking it through this 4-week process. I hope you've done the format, or maybe you've just listened to all 4 videos, but try to listen to them throughout the period of a month, and so you can really consider and write down your thoughts, what you agree, disagree upon. You're not going to like everything I say, but you'll be able to incorporate, I'm sure, some of it to all in the name of sacred marriage. And at the end of the day, it's like this. Would you want to go to a heaven? I wouldn't. I would think that's boring. I am pure consciousness. I am all that is. I want to reincarnate from one lifetime to the next, experiencing myself, instead of staying in some boring suspended animation of a heaven. Don't want to have a Jesus or a hero save the day, some type of spiritual, supernatural force save the day. People, we can do it. We are people, and we will implement these and other strategies. Some of my ideas are, I would say, original. So I'm excited to share them with you if you haven't heard them before. But yeah,